welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. My name's Chantel, and if you are new here, then welcome. And if you are returning, then thank you very much. I hope it's because you're enjoying my content. So, if you've been watching my Veganuary series, then thank you. If you're here because you tried Veganuary and you are still vegan, then also thank you. That's amazing. Well done. Okay. Today is another microwave recipe. You might have already been watching my microwave series, and a few of you have said how much you've enjoyed it. So I'm going to do another really easy microwave recipe today. And that is in the form of breakfast muffins. Okay. I came up with this recipe last night, and they turned out really well actually. So they're going to end up looking like that, and they're really tasty. There's no egg replacer in this. They're not really eggy breakfast muffins. They're like muffins that are savoury, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to crack on with the video. All the ingredients will be listed below as well, okay, as per standard. And if you make it, then please direct people to this channel so they can also make it. Okay, so we're going to start off with, in this bowl, some flour, okay? And then we're going to add some baking powder, about a teaspoon, and a tiny bit of bicarb. This will help them sort of rise, give them a bit of a light and fluffy texture. So I think I'm going to add at this point, I'll put all the dry ingredients in now. So I'm going to add a bit of namak, but this is completely optional. Namak is black salt, and it gives things an eggy sort of flavour. I didn't add it in my last batch of muffins. And you don't have to add it. They taste fine without it. It's just I want to see what it tastes like with it, you know. So I'm adding some turmeric to this as well to give it some colour. Otherwise, they just end up being white muffins with flecks of like colour through. This won't make it too yellow though. Now, what we also need to do is, because there's no eggs in this to make it rise, I'm going to add some vegan buttermilk. And we do that by adding some apple cider vinegar to soya milk to make it curdle. Now this is 1.25 cups of soya milk, which is 300 millilitres. I'm just going to mix that up. And about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and that will just make it curdle so it forms buttermilk. It's already actually getting quite thick, so we're going to set that aside for now while we add the rest of our ingredients to this. I'm going to add some salt and pepper to this as well. The pepper gives it just a sort of hint of spice. I'm really sorry about my squeaky pepper grinder. It's about half a teaspoon of salt, and there, you can add as much as you want, as little as you want. You don't have to put any salt in there at all. Now, I'm going to rub into this, it's just flour and those other ingredients at the moment. I'm going to rub into this some of this Flora Plant Block, plant butter. I love this stuff. It works in so many recipes. It's so good. And I've just cut it into cubes, straight from the fridge. And I'm gonna use this fork that's in there, and just mash the butter into the flour, like that, so it becomes sort of breadcrumby. And this is a really good butter substitute, not because it just works really well, but it also comes in paper, So you're not getting rid of plastic tubs every time you buy it. And I do try and be quite low waste. So just work that through until that's all in, combined. I'll show you what that looks like in a sec. It's sort of a bit more breadcrumby now. You can't see that very well, but it's like breadcrumbs. Can you see that? I think the light's too bright. It's reflecting off the flour. So now, this buttermilk is pretty much curdled, and I'm gonna add this gradually into this bowl. I might not need all of it, but we'll see. Can you, I don't think you can see, but it's so much thicker than it was. And that's basically how you make vegan buttermilk. I did it in my microwave chocolate cake recipe as well. It's a bit lumpy at the moment, that's okay. I think that's probably the lumps of butter. Okay. Actually used just a cup this time. Last time I used a cup and a quarter, so might be all right. I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients now. So we've got in here, this is where you can sort of just customise your muffins. So in here I've got red onion and red pepper, chopped quite finely. Because this is going to be done in the microwave, you want them chopped quite finely so they cook well, you know? Then we've got some vegan grated cheese, about a quarter of a cup. And I've saved some for the top as well. Just make sure that's all nicely mixed in. This is a new company I've come across. They're called Beet, and I mentioned them in my January picks video. And they're like a protein sort of meal addition, plant-powered meal base that you can use as like a bolognese base and all sorts. I'm using it today as a vegan bacon. This is what it looks like. And it works really well in this. It's like Marmite jerky. Got a really good umami flavour. You know, that savoury flavour we love. And these are savoury muffins. So I'm just going to mix that into my muffin batter. Okay, this is looking really good. I think that's all the ingredients I need to add for now. I think I might add some chives just for colour as well, but they're just dried chives. I dried these out in the dehydrator because I bought quite a large batch of them and I didn't know what else to do. So I just dehydrated them for occasions like this. And this will just give these muffins a bit of colour. So I'm just tearing up. But you can use fresh chives. You don't have to use chives at all. Like I said, this is completely customisable. Okay. So it's looking like that at the moment. Now, because this is going in the microwave and you can't put metal in a microwave, we should all know that by now, I have a silicone muffin tray, and lined in this silicone muffin tray I have more cheese, more bacon bits, more red onion and pepper, which are just sitting on the bottom, and then this batter's going to go on top. And so hopefully it's going to cook and melt nicely on top of, and so then when you flip the muffins up, they've got this as a topping. So I'm just going to spoon the muffin mix into here. This is 1/4 of a cup here, so that fits my muffin, silicone muffin thing quite well. I expect you could also cook these in the oven or an air fryer. I haven't done that yet, but I can always give that a go as well and let you know how that turns out. I'll try one in the oven later with this spare batter. This is going to make 6 to 8 muffins. So we've got 6 here and we've got a bit of batter left over. I've got a bit of batter too. Okay, so now I think I'm going to spoon some of it out this rather large one and put it in there. Okay, these are now going to go in the microwave for about 6 minutes, and then they'll be cooked through and you'll have a delicious breakfast muffin waiting for you. So we'll come back in 6 minutes time when these are done and I'll show you how they've turned out. See you then. So we're back. I've got a coffee because I'm tired. Now our muffins are done and I'm really happy with how these turned out. They look really colourful, don't they? I think they look lovely. So I'm going to tip them out here and show you hopefully what they look like. Now, for some reason, my boyfriend took some of these to work with him this morning and he put peanut butter on them. I don't think he realised how savoury they were, but he said they tasted fine still, so whatever floats your boat, love, you know. These are coming out nicely. That one's a bit stuck, but it's okay. Maybe I'll just take a couple out for now because they're still quite hot. Oh, I'm too impatient though. I want to get them all out, so I'm going to get them all out, okay? Ta-da! These are just oohing with gooey cheesiness and deliciousness. I'm going to give you a close-up of one. The cheese is actually more melted into it, so I think maybe next time I'll finish them off with cheese rather than putting it in the silicone mould. But that looks really tasty, I think. And I'm looking forward to trying this. And you see in the middle there? These are a really good way to start your day. Full of flavour, comforting. If you've got the chance to heat them up in the microwave, then do so, because they taste delicious hot. But they're also really good cold. So they're a really good thing to take to work with you. Eat as many as you like and enjoy them. So this is a quick video, I think, today. But that's the idea of these microwave things, isn't it? That they're quick and speedy. And I just want to show you how easy it is to create something that's really quite eggy, actually, but without being eggy, in very little time. Make these the night before, make these a few days in advance, and then boom, they're there ready for you. Ready to take for your breakfast. So please give these a go, guys, and don't forget to tag me if you make them and let me know. I do think really hard about these recipes and I try and bring you the best things I possibly can. So please take note and value that I care about you and your well-being and the food you're eating. And like I say every time, I just want everyone to be vegan. So this is why I do it. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. And we're into February now, so it's all good. The year is progressing. The weather will start getting warmer. And with food like this, so will our bellies. Love you all. Goodbye.